So the original plan, setting the stage, before I wrote Unwanted Passenger, I was in a writing slump. I kept rewriting the same project over and over again and coming up to a brick wall. And when Men's
Mm-hmm.
Adventure Fiction May came around, I was like, well, this might be a fun opportunity to just try something. I've been playing with the idea of a pilot in the 1920s for a while. It just literally been a note in my laptop. And I was like, that would be fun to write. And this came around. I was like, okay, I think that this could make a fun novel. And but what if I took just the opening, the first third of the book, and submitted that as a novella for Men's Adventure Fiction May? It's my proof of concept. If it works, then write the full novel. Well,
Yeah.
then it won the grand prize. So I was like, okay, that's validation. It's a good idea. And I started working on trying to finish as a full novel. And I kept thinking about it, like, why finish it as one novel instead of basically just chunking the idea I had for a full novel into 3 parts, like a movie serial. And Veritas was open to publishing more. So I said, okay, part 2, that would normally be the from third to climax of the story, is going to be Diamonds in Denver, that middle part of the story. And that's how it kind of came about. And I'm currently outlining the third, which is going to be the epic conclusion of the Mitch Kathleen cycle here.
Interesting. So you're kind of doing what I'm doing with Shadows of Deception, where it
Mm-hmm.
isn't a novella series, but they're all sequencing
Mm-hmm.
with each other to an
Yeah.
extent.
I think that the thing I like about Mitch as a character is I want to write like 25 or more of these because it's just a good size, quick read with a character in a time period that's rich for story. So if I can do this ad nauseum, I will happily do so. My goal is I'd love to figure out a way to turn this into a radio drama, the same way that like Brina's Morona Grant has a
Yeah.
great audio drama version. I'd love to see write enough Mitch content that eventually someone's like, well, let's adapt this.
I need to send you the Audible version of Blood Ties Volume 1 because I know that you read it,
Mm-hmm.
but the narrator I had for Volume 1, he actually decided to turn it into an audio drama of
Oh.
sorts.
Mm-hmm.
It was his idea, and
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you're the audio guy. If
You're
that's
like,
what you
go
want to
for it.
do, go for it. I'm not gonna object at all. It turned out to be way more time consuming than
Mm-hmm.
either of us did. And he said, hey, if you want me to do volume 2, I'm gonna need you to pay me. And I said, well, I don't quite have the
Mm-hmm.
money to pay you $200 per recording hour. I'd love to, but that's just not money I have. So I have a different narrator for volume 2, but so it's not going to be an audio drama yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think the audio drama like podcast space is also re-emerging.
Mm-hmm. It's
Interestingly enough.
cool because it reminds me of I'm a big fan of old time radio. Shockingly enough, I write a story set in the 1920s. I have a
Yeah,
degree of nostalgia for that 20s, 30s, and 40s vintage era storytelling stuff. And those old like the Lux Soap Theater or Orson Welles Mercury Theater on the Air. Those kinds of like small production companies that would take popular stories and adapt them for just an hour long program. We're starting to see more and more of that come back in the medium
yeah.
of podcasting, which I have been so excited to see because I think it's a great medium and a great way of telling stories.
I think it's a terrific medium as well. And what you're seeing too is people doing modern
Mm-hmm.
stories that take place in contemporary times, but yet they still have kind of the classic, I guess, retro future
Mm-hmm.
or retro present vibe. Batman the Animated Series is
Mm-hmm.
probably the most like prominent
Oh,
example of that, where it's set in